Let's see what's going on. I think it's 2-2. What I did is talking to us.
Yeah.
Push no button. Anyway. Very good. I won't.
All right, everybody. My name is Chris Curtis. I am director of Level Up Junior Billiards. I'll hang out with you for a minute here. We're going to watch this big time matchup right here. This is 703 Fargo Payne Mcbride versus 699 Fargo Hayden Ernest. It's going to be a great, great match. Appreciate everybody tuning in.
It's changed today.
This is the 2026 Junior World All Around, sponsored by Predator, Level Up Junior Billiards. Also sponsored by Classic Billiards, TLR Vending, Joseph J. Long, Attorney at Law, In the Box Sports, Wolf's Billiards, Q's for Christ, Heritage Homes of Kentucky, Thomas Van Eck of the IQ Ball, Training Ball, of course, our host location, our de facto home for Level Up Junior Billiards here at Rail Yard in Louisville, Kentucky. So glad to have everybody here. Payne starting off. Nice cross side there. These guys played. I feel like they've been playing each other since we started yesterday. These two started in the 2026 Junior World All Around Junior Challenge match. That match was supposed to be between Hayden Ernest and Colston Harrelson. Colston had to back out at the very last minute, and Payne was willing to sub in on short notice. So they started their match yesterday. They raced to 11, and we stopped. It was kind of our halftime. They were racing to 21, and then we were so close to the bank ring game that we just decided that we were just going to come back this morning and finish it up, which hopefully you all got to see a little bit of that ending. It was a great, great ending. They were nip and tuck the entire way. I don't think either one got out in front of the other by more than 3 games, 4 games at the most. I'm not going to ruin it for you. Go back and watch it on TV Mike on Billiardnet. Then they play in the bank ring game last night. There was 8 in the bank ring game. We paid out top 3. Austin Axe got eliminated there towards the end. That put Colston and Hayden and Payne all in the top 3 in the money. Colston was knocked out. Payne had probably about 30, 40 more chips than what Hayden did. And these guys have a lot of respect for each other. And, you know, they want to win. Of course they want to win. But they're extremely respectful of one another. And They decided to chop it, which was a pretty cool thing for Payne to do. Obviously, if you're the boss in the chips, you're really not looking to chop, but we had a big banks day ahead of them, and here we go in the second round of the winners side. We get them again. So the only people probably upset about that is probably Payne, Hayden, and our stake horses. But we get to enjoy a great match here between two of the best junior pool players in the country. Both play all the games very well. No disrespect to any of the other players that are in this event, and there's about 25 of them, I think. Maybe a few more than that in the 9-ball, but I fully expect these two to be battling the entire way, including the all-around. Looks like it's technically round 3, so I'd like to thank TV Mike for the stream here. Very professional job. Video quality looks fantastic. Was here yesterday when they were setting up, and they did a great job of really kind of making something out of virtually nothing. Obviously, X-Pool used to be here at Rail Yard, and when they left, there's still the ability to stream, and Rail Yard does a great job of streaming their events. They streamed a really good event last weekend with the Hayden's Bank tournament here at Rail Yard, but they came in and made this here. This is table 12 here at Rail Yard. This is just outside of the stadium table, just to the right if you're looking at the stadium table from the booth. So this became our TV table number 2. And it was really nice to be able to get some more eyes on some of these juniors, some of them that you know of, some of them you may not. I think we had 25 in the banks, 24, 25. I would say at least maybe not 10 of them, but I'd say at least 7 or 8 were first time ever playing in the Junior World All Around. That's a good cue ball right here. Back in 2018, I opened a pool room in Georgetown, Kentucky called Kaizen Billiards Club. And I was fortunate enough to be within about 35 minutes of pretty good bank pool player out of Owenton, Kentucky. Y'all probably know who I'm talking about, John Brumback. And about a year and a half in, I approached him about being our house pro, and he gladly accepted. Table number 1, he brought his 9-foot diamond that he had bought from Diamond when he won the 2010 all around at the Derby City Classic. It was the table that he had beat Efren Reyes on in the Banks final. And so he put that in our room. That became table number 1 at Kaizen Billiards Club. Had all of his trophies in the background on the walls. We had all of his Derby City Classic checks that he had won over the years. He's won the bank title 3 different times. With some great memories and some great times playing with John. one thing about run back is when he shot, your next shot, 75% of the time, you can only see the top fourth of the cue ball. And when I'm talking about sticking you to the rail, he would freeze you to the rail. Took so many options off the table playing that way. Played the game, obviously, the way it's supposed to be played. He obviously could run balls just like just with the best of them, but oh, this is going to be a tough roll right here. So Hayden Ernest is going to lose the ball here. Unfortunately, I don't have a ball count. I can't see the back of the where the ball return is. 6, 7, or 7 balls out there, so I'll try to do my best to keep you guys updated on the score. This young man right here is this is his last Junior World All-Around. Be aging out of this event, and he wants to go out with a bang, I'm sure. This is personally my 3rd year of being at the Junior World All-Around, and I can easily say this is the most wide open of a field that I've ever seen um, since I've been coming around. No Cash Keaton, no Laz Martinez, no Gabe Martinez, uh, no Nico Conco, um, Eddie Von Drow. There's a lot of guys that were either committed to other events or have aged out. And so, really, Payne Mcbride is kind of the elder statesman of the entire field in a lot of ways, but really represents the top level of junior pool here on display this week. So we're very glad to have him here, and kids look up to him. He's got a great attitude. One thing I like about Payne is, and I think this is with the best of them. And I talk about, the top players in the world and tournament players. It's the ones that you can't tell if they're winning or losing. Um, I believe have the right mindset. Um, Obviously, some other players are more charismatic and wear their emotions on their sleeve a little bit, but just watch Payne McBride play and you'll understand what I'm saying. I can't see the ball count, so and I can't tell by his facial expressions, his body language. I can't tell anything. I can't tell if he's up 2, tied at 1, or down 2. Can you see the ball counts? Can you see the ball counts? Are they keeping track of that? Okay. Yeah. I was trying to get a ball count for us, but so there was a Banks tournament here last weekend. This is relatively new cloth, um, but they're definitely nice cross side there. They definitely are worn in a little bit. Seen many a shots on the stadium table that I thought were hit absolute perfectly that just wouldn't go down. Got a pretty good rail here watching this match. Looking over here at former U.S. Open bank champion Louis DeMarco. He's here watching Hayden. He runs Railbirds Pro Shop here at Rail Yards. Does work for Fedor Gores. Been doing some of the tips and cue work for some of the juniors this week. And I kind of feel like he's taken Hayden under the wing a little bit. They play each other in some of the rail yard tournaments, and they get matched up, and then it's tough action for both of them, obviously for Hayden, but it's tough action for Lou too. Nice shot there by Hayden Ernest. We're playing Derby City Classic rules here. Races to 3. We are alternating the break. Whereas the Derby winner of the break gets the option. We are alternating the break. It's a race to 3 on both sides. A race to 4 in the finals. All of the finals for the Junior World All-Around events will be played on the last day, which is Sunday. Best we can. Obviously, it'll have come down to see who all's in it, what all events that they're still in, and so on and so forth. But that's the plan anyways. And we hope that you guys will hang out with us this week. Share it out. Subscribe. Pool on a different level here. Great shot. That's going to be the first game right there. Hayden Ernst takes the first game. He's up 1-0. I can't see any of the comments or anything like that, so I apologize if you have a question or anything like that. Comment. I feel like there are just probably not many people that play pool super competitively that don't know about Hayden Ernst. He has definitely made himself known. He's amassing a bunch of followers on his social media pages. When he plays, people want to watch him. And why not? I mean, I don't know if you all had seen or heard of the matches that he had at the Derby City Classic this year were just phenomenal. Oscar Dominguez. A great comeback effort against Shane Van Boening. Um, you know, and he just turned 15. He just turned 15 a couple of months ago. So the future is definitely bright for this young man. He has a great support team around him. His grandparents are who take him to most of the events. His dad comes sometimes. His mom is here right now. Looking at them, they're sitting off to my right. Um, but you can definitely attribute a lot of his success to his support group that's around him. I would call it world class support. We've got another big match coming your way on table. I'm going to call it table one. It's obviously not. It's the stadium table. As soon as the match between Johnny Hammontree and Bryson Manipula wraps up, we're going to have a big time brawl. Colston Harrelson versus Peyton Lynch. That's definitely going to be one to see. Both well over 600 Fargos. I think Peyton told me this morning that maybe he's at like 608 or something like that, but plays well above that. And obviously Colston, who last I saw was in the 660, 670 range. Um, that young man can definitely could play a little bit. It was funny last night when he got knocked out in third place in the bank game. He kind of laughed and made a remark, and he said, "I don't even really play this game." But yet here he is. I mean, he caught a gear last night. He was actually at one point down to maybe two, three chips left, and just any point if somebody makes a ball in front of him, he's out. And he gets back up and on his turn and ends up making a couple to give him some breathing room. And by that time, each ball was probably in about the 10 chip range. So he made a few shots. He got some confidence and got some wind behind him a little bit, and he took off on a tear. Nice cross corner there by Payne Mcbride. Hit that crisp. You could hear that throughout the pool room. Oh, very nice. Very nice. We had a little impromptu autograph session after the uh, junior challenge match today. Peyton's, or excuse me, Payne's mom had very nice. Sit down about 20 posters of the flyer that we created for their big matchup. Sent a couple of Sharpies, and we invited folks to come in and take pictures with them. And obviously, we're trying to raise a little bit of money for them too, and their pool endeavors. And it's an expensive hobby at these days, especially at a high level like they play. And so it was really nice. It was really cool to see them give back. It was a great shot, and Peyton is really, really hitting them good here. Speed is always so perfect. But we do have a few of those posters left. I don't know. Maybe we can figure out something to do with them. 4 rails. How about this shot? That was sweet. Defensive battle here. Neither one giving up an inch. It's weird to see Payne playing with that wood shaft. I mean, it tells you just how far pools come when that used to be, commonplace. This is, you just don't see many. Uh, and I'm not talking about the keel wood. Obviously, keel wood's very popular as well. The good old maple shafts, I feel like we're kind of gone the way of the dinosaur, but Payne Mcbride is keeping it going there. Look at this shot. Oh no, he's gonna give a ball up. Ouch. I was almost falling asleep. You woke me up. We were here late last night. We drove back home. Takes us an hour and a half to get home. So round trip, we're looking at about 3 hours to get back and forth to Rail Yard, and we had to turn around and be up here by 10 o'clock this morning because we were going to try to get this match going between Hayden and Payne finished up. So there, there's that. But oof, it's lucky that those balls didn't go in there. Oh, just a little short.
Moving. Go to sleep. Like push space.
Nice shot. It's a great day to be in the pool room, and outside it's a little overcast. We've been calling for rain really since yesterday, the next few days. We had a pretty good stretch of some nice hot sunny weather. It felt like summer was finally here, and we're right back into a cycle of rainy conditions. But all the better to be in a pool room, either watching the best players in the junior pool, which we are doing right now, or it's actually several tables, bar box tables here at Rail Yard out beside us here. Some guys playing. Tonight's a big league night at Rail Yard. They have the Ultimate Pool, which I'm actually on a team. Just joined Ultimate Pool last last year, and really enjoy the format. I never really have played many of the other leagues. I do play in a Napa league here on Monday nights. Absolutely love that league. I love Napa. Nothing against any of the other leagues, and I'm not getting paid to say that, but uh, I thought he hit that one better than that. But it's a great league. Play a singles league. And then Wednesdays, 5-man ultimate pool teams. Play 8-ball and 10-ball. It's a good cue ball here. 1-0 Hayden. Oh, Payne hit some cross corner shots last night. So sweet. I mean, he was hitting those shots better than anybody else last night. I'm talking about the super thin ones. It's a great shot. Uh-oh. Um, Super thin cross corners. I bet he made 5 or 6 of them. Nobody even came close to making those shots last night. You can follow along on Facebook. Obviously, Mike probably has it shared out to his YouTube channel. You can also follow Level Up Junior Billiards on Facebook. We'd love for you to follow us. We're at about 7,800 followers right now. Trying to get to 10,000, or just like anybody else. We're trying to get a few more people hanging out with us. And I feel like we have pretty interesting content. We're exclusively junior pool. We very rarely post anything outside of junior pool. We like to post a lot of reels, a lot of action type, not entire matches, but obviously exciting shots, clips. We get to follow junior pool exclusively, and so we're able to gather a fair amount of content. 99.9% of it. Great shot there by Payne. That's going to tie the match up at 1 apiece. It's a great match right here. 99.9% of the content that's on it really is generated by our Level Up Juniors. We use our page to promote all the players that are part of our program. We work to coach them on how to brand themselves, on how to present themselves well to sponsors. When they share, we share their posts. We're literally one big team when it comes to our program. I know that's a lot of individuals chasing individual accolades, but we definitely are sold out on the team idea of pool. We have a innovative excuse me, been talking a lot the past 2 days, apologize. We have an innovative app that we incorporate into our program. We challenge our juniors to a journey of 10,000 hours spread over 4 different types of categories. And over the past 2 years, we've amassed 160 plus junior pool players that are a part of our Level Up program. And what started almost 3 years ago here at Rail Yard, when we were basically recruiting our first groups of juniors, Hayden Ernest being the very first one that we ever had in our program, and basically designed the program around him. Thank you, baby. We continue to grow, and we now have a young man in the Philippines that is part of our program. We have a young man from Spain in our program, a young man from Costa Rica, uh, actually maybe two from Costa Rica that I think about it. Um, and so we connect these juniors together. We feel like there's value in that. It's a great shot right here by Payne. Nice, nice. Especially at this age, you're growing up and these years of, your lives. I know in my life, you've got your buddies, you got your crew, so to speak, and our crew just happens to love to play pool. So all of them are part of a very unique group community that we've built. We help juniors gain sponsorships on their own, and we actually have our own sponsorships that are kind of embedded in our program. Oh, so definitely pool on another level in terms of how to get better and how to develop. The cool thing about it is it's not just a junior program. We've worked really hard to kind of hone our craft, so to speak, with the juniors. And that was just a logical step, when you talk about developing skill and, the idea of Kaizen, of continuous improvement and getting better, and, the idea and the mentality it takes to get better. Um, we definitely have worked very hard on that, and feel like we've accomplished what we've set out to accomplish in terms of junior pool. Um, but not to get too far out in front of my skis, so to speak, but we have something even bigger coming. And uh, and this next level for us is going to be a game changer for us as an organization, as a program. Um, we're going to expand out into the masses, and we've got just a few more finishing touches to put on some development plans that we've been working on for close to a year now. And so it's our goal that we expand this team into a team that is as big as the pool community itself. Hate to be so vague, but we definitely trying to keep a few things kind of on the down low for right now. Almost there, not quite. And so we're excited. And once that happens, we hope to get that message out loudly and clearly. And we hope that others can see the value of the things that we're doing. Um, we get asked a lot. Um, one of the most common comments I hear is, "I wish we had a program like this when I was young." It's very, very common to hear that. Oh, these tables are so stingy now. I wouldn't call it humid in here right now, but it's not super dry in here either. So there's a few things that are just kind of working against them. We talked about that in the beginning when we were. It's a great shot. You got to hit them perfect like that. That had all the spin and momentum to carry into the corner pocket. But we were talking earlier about, some of these kids have never played in a bank tournament. And, you know, it's one thing to play banks against your buddy, maybe play a couple little bank sets here and there and so on and so forth. But when you have to grind all day on a bank tournament, it's just different. It's mentally, it's mentally challenging. I was telling the kids this morning, you have to miss a lot of shots to make a few. And if you're not mentally prepared for that type of game, it's going to be a long, long day for you. And the best thing is just just remain, positive, keep a good attitude, and just keep plugging away. It's almost like, you know, I told them this. Now, I like to use analogies, but, you know, back in the Civil War, they would line guys up shoulder to shoulder, and there'd be row and row of guys, and the guys in the front, unfortunately they get mowed down, but the guys in the back, they just keep moving forward, and you just keep moving forward until all of a sudden you're hopefully overrun your opponent. And I feel like bank pool is a lot like that in a tournament setting. You just have to keep coming back to the table with the right mindset and right attitude. And it's almost like a war of wills. But if you're the player that's going to get, you know, disappointed because you've missed, 4, 5, 6 shots in a row, well, I mean, then this game really will either make you or break you. And eventually, man, eventually the tough guys win out. And gal, we actually have one lady in the bank all around today. 1-1. Yeah. I don't even know who's on here. I'm just tapping. Okay. I don't usually you have comments and they're like, "Man, would you shut the heck up?" Here. Mike's over here getting us squared up here. 1-1 here is the game count. Racing to 3 on both sides. Finals will be a final race to 4. Single race. Final. No double dip. Oh, man, Trey Chumley right here sitting next to my left here. Who's he got? Who's he in the ring with? Oh, Austin Matlock. A couple of level up juniors right here. Watching these guys play. Little Trey Chumley, I think, is only about 9 years old. He's playing Austin Matlock. Austin Matlock looks like he could start offensive tackle for the Indianapolis Colts. He makes up about 4 Trey Chumleys, but Trey's up here digging in. He ain't scared. You ain't scared, are you, Trey? He says, no, I ain't scared. Ain't nothing to be scared of. You're playing the table. You ain't playing him. Love these kids. They're fearless. It's like they don't have all the past experiences that we had, the things that make us the way that we are. They just go out and play this game as hard as they possibly can. And they got great attitude about it too. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
I just text my score here. You can text.
Did you win? Job, big dog. All right, some of these matches are starting to roll in here. It's good stuff. Trey, where are you from? Central City. Central City, home of JB Billiards. If you're ever passing through Central City, Kentucky, down in the western part of the state, it says Central City, but it's actually way out west. Stop into JB Billiards. It's a nice little pool room. They got all diamond tables. Oh, Trey said he just ran 3 banks. He ain't playing. Central City was actually our second Level Up Junior Billiards Academy location. Our first one was in Paris, Kentucky. Second was in Central City. They've got a good little group of young men and ladies that they were meeting on Mondays. I think they switched it to Tuesdays now. They meet once a week, and we're honored to be a part of their little pool community down there. And my friend Jeremy Nelson is doing great things in the pool world. He actually ran for county judge executive down in what county you live in? Muhlenberg County. David Allen Cole sang a song about Muhlenberg County. But anyway, great small community here in Kentucky, and kids love to play pool down there. It's a really nice crowd here at the rail yard, packed in here with players, their support team, and some coaches, sponsors. Good shot. It's a nice straight back right there by Payne Mcbride. So I don't know if you guys have the ability to. Um, I know this is a great match, and I don't want to pull you off of this match by any means. This is definitely uh, 2 of the strongest players in the room, but we're getting ready to lag on the stadium table, which Mike has streaming. And that's going to be Peyton Lynch out of Missouri, 600 plus Fargo versus Colston Harrelson is 670 Fargo. Everybody knows he's been playing anybody and everybody. I don't know how many people he played at the Super Billiards Expo, but if he wasn't playing in a match, he was in action the entire time and doing well. They're going to be on table one, so they're going to get that match going here in just a few minutes. So a couple of really, really big marquee back matchups here. There's a lot of traffic moving through these tables right now. He had to jump up back up. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Preach that a lot. Anything that breaks your chain of your pre-shot routine, you have to have the discipline to stop, get back up, reset. Ideally, reset your entire pre-shot routine and get back down. Those are good habits to get into. I know the things that we teach, it seem like so trivial. Like, well, chalk your cue. Well, duh, who doesn't chalk their cue? Well, um, I can tell you who doesn't chalk their cues. A lot of juniors don't chalk their cues. Chalking your cue is step number one in the level up pre-shot routine. We make it the first thing you do so you never forget it. It's easy to forget the third and fourth step, but it's hard to forget the first step. But we work on things like that over and over and over again. And it takes a while for that to become habit. Payne Mcbride has a stellar pre-shot routine. It's very methodical, never gets in a rush, always playing at his pace. A lot of the kids these days do not play that way. They play a little faster. Nothing wrong with that. If that's your tempo and that's your speed and that's what you're comfortable with, more power to you. We really don't get into those type of semantics, but we really more focus on just a simple, efficient four-step pre-shot routine. A lot of times I ask the kids to describe their pre-shot routine, and obviously you get some of them that say, well, I don't really have one, and that's okay. Um, but then you get kids that say, I got to do this and this and this and this, and all of a sudden they're up to 7 or 8, 9 steps. Um, we try to condense that down to 4 to 5. That's the ideal number for us. I think three's too few. Two's way too few. Um, anything more than 5, I think, is too complicated. That's just kind of how we teach. So we like to kind of be right there in the middle at 4 steps. And then we just continue to drill that over and over again. In our academies, the first few weeks, especially the ones that have not really played the game hardly at all, um, when they do their 4 step pre-shot routine for the first 2 weeks, whenever they approach a shot, they actually have to physically call out the steps. And so they're speaking those steps. And then by that way, they're hearing those steps. And then they're also integrating that physically, you know, those instructions. And so we kind of use that method to really ingrain that. So by the end of the couple of weeks, uh, they don't have to say the pre-shot routine steps out loud anymore. They instinctively do them and stick to them. Game count is still 1-1 here. Really grinding through this rack pretty tough. These balls are, especially the two laying down there by the pocket, obviously are, yeah. And that's what's so tough is like you don't get a shot for a long time. And then all of a sudden you get over one that, I don't know, you probably make, better than half the time. And it's just hard to convert sometimes. Obviously, you get in a rhythm. Last night we saw in the bank ring game, one would turn to two, two would turn to three. I don't think we saw anything more than a four ball run last night in the ring game. And that depends too on obviously how the balls are laying on the table and so on and so forth. But these type of racks here, you know, you have to. It's not like you can just take this shot off. I mean, obviously you don't want to. You don't want to sell out. You don't want to give your opponent a chance. This is nice right here. Great shot. Is that going to reach? Oh, that was sweet. Great shot by Hayden Ernest. Great cue ball. The kid has just an amazing feel on the table. I was watching him today. He was even hitting, you know, slight cut on the nine, laying next to the 10 on the opposite side of the table. Um, and making the nine and bringing the nine back up off the bottom rail to just about ball in hand type position from that distance. It just, I mean, I know that's a given in super high levels of pool and W&T events and things like that, but it's just there's not many that have that type of feel for the game um, like what Hayden does. For those that didn't get to see it, I just highly recommend. I'd recommend go back and watch the first 11 games of yesterday, and then go and watch the second half, the conclusion that happened this morning. And not just Hayden. Payne made some great. He had a break. I think he had a break and run or two in the decider, the conclusion this morning. But there was just a couple of like amazing, amazing uh, cue ball control to get into some super tight areas where they just absolutely had to get to. And I mean, they didn't just get on these balls; they got on the right side of the balls, and you know, um, just unlock these racks after racks. That would, for players of lesser caliber, and I'll put myself in that. I'm just a 579. Um, and I don't have, I just don't have that in my tool belt to get, out of those type of racks. I'm playing safe and trying to, you know, let my opponent make a mistake so I can, capitalize. Whereas, these guys, the balls are all laying out on the table and they could be in good shape. They could be in rough shape. No matter to them, they're trying to run out almost every single time. It's a great shot right here. This looks great. Look at this. Nice. They're going to reach? No, it's a little short. It's all right. Keep your head up. Stay positive. Wow. That was a heck of a shot. There was one in the side there. So it looks like Payne is up 2-1 here against Hayden Ernest. Stay positive, man. Remember, respect yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just keep trying, keep doing the best you can. Oh my gosh, what happened there?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's a foul. It's a foul. Yeah. Yeah, behind the line. It's an interesting shot there. Austin just banked one cross corner. He banked it off the table. Uh, hmm, I don't have one, Trey. All right. We've got an amazing hospitality table over here. I'm watching Johnny Nine Main. He's found the cookies. They're called Major Payne chocolate cookies, chocolate chip cookies, Major Payne chocolate chip cookies. Uh, you all probably we talked about this today in the player meeting, but anyhow, Amma, who is Hayden's grandmother, whenever we have events here, she comes up with these amazing hospitality tables, and I call her hospitality tables. I call it the Amma Rejuvenation Station. And I'm looking over there. She's got Level Up lemonade, uh, Major Payne chocolate chip cookies, uh, good rolls, little chicken roll-up rolls. There's fruit over there. There's cupcakes. Um, there is candy. There's like a little bucket of ice water and fruit punch drink. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, like she does that just out of her own heart. She's got a little sign hanging over top. It says "Summer Vibes." Um, she goes above and beyond every single time to make sure that all these kids have exactly what they need. Nobody's walking around here hungry. You know, need a pick me up. You go over to the rejuvenation station. You get your little Powerade. You power back up and get back out there and start hitting balls again. So um, it was a great shot there by Payne. Payne's really hitting them good, isn't he? Actually, if you look in your monitor, you can see the rejuvenation station, and then you can see Johnny Nine Main hawking the cookies over there. He's tearing them up. So he worked hard. He just came off the TV table. I'm not sure how he came up. He was playing Bryson Manipula, who came all the way down from Canada to play in our event. Uh, but well deserved cookie that he's having right now. That's for daggone sure. Ooh, that's a mistake. That was a mistake. Looks like the one is playable. Then he's got several balls down here. None of them really look good. That one is probably fairly easy pickings, but he might have to he might have to use the cue ball to get those balls to come apart a little bit. A little clustered up on this end of the table. A great shot. There it is. He's feeling it now, isn't he? Cross side here. This tough shot here. Oh, wow. I was just getting ready to sit here and say when I would practice with John, when I had the pool room, he never really went for shots like that. I mean, not that he couldn't make them. He never liked to turn the cue ball loose like that. He was definitely a guy that like if he knew exactly where that cue ball was going 99% of the time. But these kids, I swear, last night we were playing the bank ring game, and of course we were playing 3-year-old kicks, count. And I can't tell you how many kids lost chips. They had balls hanging in the corner pockets, and these kids, even when the chip counts went up to 6, 8, 10 chips per ball, they were still going after these shots. And I feel like their success rate was probably like 25%. Just giving chips away. You know, but I mean, in one regard, I love the aggression. I love the confidence. Um, and let's be honest. I mean, I guess at this level, maybe it's the time to be that way. I know some people probably say, "Well, you get into bad habits, you start taking bad shots now, you'll take bad shots later." I don't necessarily, subscribe to that, but I will say that these kids are absolutely fearless when it comes to taking on some of these shots. Like they don't care what bit. They feel like they're going to make it every single time. see if I can change this score here real quick for you guys. All right, folks. I don't want to mess with the computer too much. I'm sorry. I'm a little illiterate when it comes to this. They just told me to get on here and start talking. Um, but the score is not right. Payne McBride is up 2 racks to 1. I'm sorry, two games to 1 here. So Hayden has to win this to get on the hill with Payne. That was a huge, huge swing of events there. Oh, how'd he hit it? Ooh, needed to shorten that up just a smidge. Just a smidge. Almost didn't have enough room to, and he still almost made it. I'm going to be honest. I'm not. I enjoy this game. I love bank pool. I played it a lot. When I had the pool room, I played it a lot less after I lost the pool room. And but in my mind, it's especially obviously watching. It's like super high level bank pool. It's one of my favorite games to watch. It's exciting. It's a super clean game, obviously. Uh, uh, there's there just whatever for whatever reason my mind gravitates more. My eyes, love more the bank pool game. And no, nothing, no disrespect to 9 ball rotation game, or, 8 ball and 10 ball, one pocket. I mean, those are I love all the games. Um, but this is probably my favorite one to watch. Oh, oh, that was a good roll there. That could have easily been kicked back into the corner. Oh man, how'd he hit that one? This is the wild thing about this game is, and this is why you have to be so mentally tough. Uh, is you, yeah, yeah. Oh yes, you was. Oh, Trey's sitting here. Trey's sitting here. Uh, but I mean, you hit these absolute picture perfect straight back shots, and they just hang in the pocket, almost just like drives you mad. Oh, he hit that so sweet. That was right in my line of sight. As soon as it came off that long rail, man, that thing had eyes right for the side pocket.
Wait for them at the top.
Two to one Payne. I couldn't. I was trying to flip it down here, but I don't think that's right, is it?
Right click,
Oh, okay.
left click.
Okay. Pretty remedial stuff, huh? Yeah. Yeah. That's why y'all make a good team, man. That's why y'all make a good team. Yeah. I heard what he was asking you. Oh, snap. Now? Ugh. So I just got word that we got some technical difficulties on the stadium table here. But they lost power to the booth, and so hopefully we'll figure out what's going on with that.
That's where it's at.
I respect these guys who do this streaming for a living. I know obviously there's several folks doing this type of productions and things, and I mean I used to feel pretty good about myself because I could hook a karaoke machine up to my TV. these guys these guys come in here with these $3,000, $4,000 cameras, which reminds me of a story yesterday when we walked in here. Obviously, we got here a little early. Nobody was really here. And Mike had set his really, really nice camera up on the stadium table there. And he put it on top of a tabletop. Very sturdy, solid. And so we're sitting there talking. And no more than probably 30 seconds after we did, we heard this crash and looked over, and his $3,000 camera is laying in the floor. That thing had come off. The tripod and everything had come off, laying in the floor, and I thought he was going to have a stroke. I mean, it about made me have a stroke. About made me have a heart attack. Um, no idea. Like nothing was attached to it. Nobody walked by it. Um, and by all rights, it was securely onto that tabletop, and we're just standing there looking at each other, like, what the heck just happened? Um, and I don't know who built that camera, but they we got it back up on top of the table. He got it wired up, and it was good to go. So kudos to the manufacturer of that camera because that thing took a licking, and Payne 2-1 Payne. Do we play you all tonight, Ultimate Pool? Yeah.
This one's board.
Yeah.
Tell me when I get that two, I'll take it to the fire.
Okay. Hey, trying to get things set up for Ultimate Pool tonight. I think there's maybe 5 or 6 Ultimate Pool teams running out of Rail Yard right now. They have another league over on Sundays, I think, at Rail Yard, and I think they may have one across the river. It's a growing Ultimate Pool community right now. And unfortunately, I'm not going to get to play tonight. I've got I'm going to hang out with these kids and cheer them on. But I hate it because I've been wanting to play this team since they made the schedule. And it's my buddy Jason Bonza's team. It's a great looking shot here, just a little long. And I've never played. I don't know if I've ever played Jason in anything really. And he's always here playing with other guys and so on and so forth. And we're supposed to play their team tonight. And I was like, dang, man, I'm not gonna get to play him. So, anyways, I'll have to run that back later on in the season.
Hey, Jennings, where you at?
So yesterday and today during the race to 21, I didn't really referee the match. These guys can referee themselves, but I just wanted to provide a service to them. I wanted to make them feel good and special. So, I called the racks out, the score, and somebody had a ball in hand. I get the ball out of the return form, hand it to them. I didn't have any white gloves on or anything. And people was making fun of me, like, he needs to get white gloves or something like that. But anyway, but they put me really, really up close. And I've watched Hayden play now for almost 3 years. So I'm pretty familiar with, his rhythm and his stance, his stroke, and, all of his fundamentals. But it was a real treat to be up close to Payne. And there's a great shot there. This is looking like maybe take this 8 ball straight back. I don't know. It's pretty steep, pretty big angle. But anyhow, one of the things that I noticed about Payne, and if you ever get close to him or close enough to watch him on TV, uh, he may hold the cue in his backhand the loosest that I've ever seen somebody hold a cue. I'm getting a good look at it right here. Okay, he's got all of his fingers off except for obviously his thumb and probably just like a little bit of the pad of his index finger. And we you always hear like hold it like you don't want to squeeze the toothpaste or hold it like you're holding a baby bird. I mean, everybody's heard those things. I, I feel like he's holding it like he's holding a feather. And I know that sounds weird, but he holds it so loosely. Um, and nothing against those fundamentals. I mean, obviously we've all have heard that, and everybody does it differently. So, but it's just a really cool thing to watch. Got a little battle going on here. That little receiver in the back of the boombox might need recharged too. I don't know. Oh, okay. Degenerate gambler. The hustle is here. All right. This little clash of the worlds here in terms of pool. Uh, I know Mike obviously streams a lot of action matches and things. And no judgment at all. I mean, to each his own. It's not for me to judge. Um, but I remember when we first started talking about doing this, and and here's one thing that I like about Mike is some of these guys are just so locked into what they normally do. They can't even really fathom doing anything outside of what they always do. But when I talked to Mike about coming to Rail Yard and being a part of our streaming team for the Junior World All Around, and he's worked with D before, and Mike Cease. They both work well together. They were at the expo. It's when we first started really talking about this. Um, but man, I like guys who are just like, you know what? I'll try it. I mean, I think those are good business instincts. Um, Probably somebody would say, well, no, you just do what you do well and just stick to that. Well, I don't know. I think if you, at least what I've tried to think about in terms of business, and I owned three small businesses before I got heavily into junior pool and really kind of walked away from them just to do this. Um, Man, I always believed in the idea of Kaizen, and I get it a little bit honest. My mom is from Tokyo, Japan. My dad is from Carlisle, Kentucky. And I worked at the Toyota plant in Georgetown. That's home of the largest Toyota plant in the entire world. It's the home of the Camry, now the RAV4, hybrid RAV4, electric RAV4. Uh, when I was there, we built the Avalon. It's no longer in production. The Sienna was there, the van. Um, so we lived, ate, and breathed the idea that if you're not getting better in terms of your job and your processes and the company as a whole, that you eventually get caught. Like you can't just keep doing the same daggum thing over and over again. I mean, you get really good at it, but the person who is as good at it as you, but is willing to reach further and expand their horizons just a little bit more.
Thanks for this.
No, no. Um, Man, those guys will catch you eventually. So, Mike saying, "Hey, man, I'll give it a shot." Um, I love that. I love that. No, and I don't. I mean, I just do. I respect that so much. And unfortunately, with what I do, I don't have really the time or the resources to really, delve into, full blown streaming and things of that nature. Um, I'm a big believer in let people do what they're gifted to do, and people who excel in leadership recognize that and they humble themselves and they say, you know what, you're better than I am, so can you do that for us and help us, and then I can help get you some support, and you build a team that way versus I'm good at this and I'm good at everything and I don't need anybody else. I'm just not a believer in that. I never have been. I spent 6 years in the Kentucky Army National Guard. I was a heavy construction equipment repairer. I was a 62 Bravo, went to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri for basic training. I did another 9 weeks of advanced individual training, AIT, as a mechanic. Um, I know as well as anyone who has been in the military, any veterans that are out there watching this stream or listening to me yap, you understand how the Army and how the military, you know, uh, builds leadership, builds teams, gets people to work together, chain of command, all those concepts that, like, you walk up to the average person walking down the sidewalk and and tell them to explain what the chain of command is. Well, I mean, they look at you like you got three eyes, it's like you're speaking a different language. So I don't know, just the way that I've been groomed. My experiences have kind of brought me to this place, just like your experiences have brought you to your place. And I'm a big firm believer of you just continue to push forward, expand yourself, keep doors open, keep walking through doors. Opportunities obviously begin to come, uh, and the ones I think who are open-minded and willing to, think outside the box, get out of their comfort zone. I think those are the people that do, great things. I'm attracted to those guys and gals and people. we talk to our kids all the time about things like that. It's important. It's not something that's easily modeled either. Look at this shot. Are you serious? Wow. Nice shot.
There.
Well, there it is. That was, I don't know if y'all could tell, that was literally the width of a ball to get through to make that last shot. That was amazing. Great shot. Great shot. So here we go. We're Hill. Payne Mcbride to break. I'd say whoever wins this is obviously well into the driver's seat of this tournament for sure. The other one's going to be battling for their life in the bottom. There's already some good players that are in the bottom bracket right now. Oh, look at that lid. That thing's sweet. I like the orange. So our Paris High School is right across the street from where we live. In Paris, they're the Paris Greyhounds. They're orange, white, and black. Their football field is an artificial turf field, and it's completely orange. It is, you don't see that very often. But anyway, when I saw that hat, I was like, man, that's a Paris hat. I know sticking the green and the black on it is a bit, I like that. It's different. Yeah. 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 All right. All right.
Sorry.
That was Johnny Nine Main. So I was just telling the story. We brought some hats with us to sell. Actually, we just sold the last one. This is the first day of the event. Anyways, we bought it sounds like a weird color combination, orange, white, black. Like Bengals colors, I guess, Cincinnati Bengals. But anyway, um, we put one of our green, white, and black leveled up patches on it. And I was going to give it to Hayden for winning the challenge match. And he was wearing his orange, and you'll see it here in a second. He's got a really nice orange onboard jersey on. And I was like, man, I'm going to give him that orange hat because now he's going to look all, decked out. He looked at it and he said, do you have any other colors? He's like, do you have a black one? And so we put the orange one back in our inventory. Hayden picked up the black one. And now, then we had this rogue orange one back in, laying out on the table. And Johnny Nine Main's been eyeballing it like all morning. Like he wanted it so bad. And so he just walked by and he stopped and was kind of posing it out for me. And he went on and picked it up. So he's all happy. Nice shot there. All right. So I want to do a better job here of keeping track of the ball count. So that's one uh, that Hayden has. 1-0. This is Hill match. Third round of the winner's side of the Junior World All Around Bank tournament. Ooh. What's going on over here, Trey Chumley? No? If you're missing the hard ones, don't sweat that. Well, that's not a good combination. I'm telling you, folks, I wish y'all could see this kid play. It's okay. It's okay. Hang in there. We'll coach you up here, man. Keep you up. What's the score? 2-0.
What happens if you forget to mark your game?
Hopefully you don't forget to mark your game. Did you win a game and not mark it? Oh. Ooh. How did that ball not go? All right, so I'm literally watching two matches here in a row. I'm watching Trey Chumley behind me here. He's having a tough day. This Banks will kick your butt. Payne's lining up this cross side right here. This place is literally like a literally like a pool player, junior pool player paradise. I mean, you have bank matches on every single 9-footer in here. There's one empty 9-footer right now. Nice shot there. Looks like the ball count be 1-1. 36. I've already missed one. No, that's right. 1-1. And then you got the kids that aren't playing or on the empty table and they're battling. They're trying to get their bank stroke working. It's good stuff. So thankful for the rail yard. Rail yard has always been just a place that whenever we needed something, we needed a weekend to run a tournament. We needed some tables to run, an academy, a summer pool camp. They've always been so accommodating. And for a junior program, I mean, that's like the gold. I mean, that's anybody watches Jerry McGuire, Cuba Gooding Jr. calls it the Quan. Like that's the Quan for a junior billiards program is to have a pool room that just says, like, what do you need? When do you need it? How can we help? We're so thankful for their.
You forgot to mark.
Okay. It's tough. Trey Chumley just got knocked out of the bank tournament, 2 and out. I mean, it happens. Poor guy. Hey, I'm going to jump off here real quick. I'm going to go say something to him real fast. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, nobody likes to lose. Losing ain't fun. And I know that's a part of life, but it ain't fun. We say level up code number 10 is have fun. And I know a lot of people think, you know, winning ain't everything, and it's certainly not. It's certainly not. I've never been one to teach that. Um, but in life, there's not many things I can think of that are more fun than winning. It's just one of those things. So in a backwards way, we try to instill, you got to learn how to win, learn how to lose. That's a given. But the feeling that you get of challenging yourself is is immeasurable. And when you challenge yourself and you're able to climb that hill and get over top, man, it's the best feeling in the world. So I've let this game slip away from me here a little bit. There's 4 or 5 balls left on the table. I'll try to give him a ball count here in a second.
Table 14, Mr. McBride.
That, Jordy.
Steve, you're back. So, I don't want. So, you have to understand.
It's been a great match. It's one of those ones you hate to see somebody lose. Lots of pool to be played though for both of them. They're going to be in the thick of the all around. Oh, a great shot here. Oh, when he gets it to drop. Wow. It's such a delicate shot. Those guys are moving these balls like literally. Like they're almost. He never hit that one a little bit hard, but the one Payne just did, it looked like he just wobbled it. All right, after Payne's turn here, I'm going to try to get a ball count for us here real quick. I'll be right back.
I'm up there, but see the gun. Which are.
Wow, right when I walked over there, that was a huge mistake. Hayden didn't get a rail. He was up 3-2, so now ball count is 2-2. I love games like this. Wow, that's a pretty good shot there, wasn't it? With that cue ball right there. Either one of these guys want to give an inch. Payne comes up just a little bit short there. Not going to hurt him too bad, though. Three in the corner. A little short. Payne Sponsored by Savage Billiards. Got a really nice, we used to call those performance tees when I worked with On Board. They're one of my favorite things to wear. They're very comfortable and they're not as formal. Obviously, they don't have the collar and the zipper and all that jazz on it. But it was funny right before this bank tournament kicked off. He asked me, say, "Hey, what's the dress code?" And we talked about it. He took the collar off and put the performance tee on, so he's rocking that. Good looking shirt. Ooh, uh-oh. Oh, he got a little roll there on Hayden. That ball's got to go behind. Is it going front? Oh my gosh. Wow. That was a tough roll for Hayden. That 5 rolls, another inch or two down the table. He's got a clear shot for cross side, but how about this shot? Wow. Nice. Big time right there. 3-2. Hayden needs 2. Payne needs 3. That shows you how big that mistake was earlier. I mean, basically puts him 4 balls. But anyhow, that's pool, right? Oh my gosh. Worried about his cue ball. I think he could have made that. Anyhow, here we go. 3-2. Payne has a couple of straight backs to look at. Looks like he's going to take the 4 ball straight back. It's a little short. This is big. This is big. Oh, is he going to get in the bank? No, he's got a clear line. Calling the 5 ball straight back here. I'd say better than 50-50 to make this. Nice. Hit that so nice. All right, here we go. So 4-2 ball count. Hayden needs 1. Payne needs them all. Oh, wow. Nice shot. Wow. What a shot. What a shot. What an out. 2 huge bank shots to knock Payne into the loser's bracket. Hayden Ernest moves on. That was big time right there. He's got another big match coming up, so he's going to play Austin Axe. Is that Austin's Fargo? Oh my gosh! It used to be like in the 400s. Not that long ago. Not that long ago. Wow. So Hayden Ernst has got 589. That sounds better. I mean, it's still high. He went down to Borderline Billiards to play in a BEF event like last year. Man, he was like a 425 or something stupid. So Austin plays really well. Those guys have played against each other. And so anyway, good stuff right there. Appreciate everybody hanging in there, watching that, sweating that match with me. Um, hope I didn't talk your all's ear off too much, but really thankful for you all to be out here watching, supporting junior pool. You know, if you got a junior player in your area, and I mean the biggest thing those kids need, they need some mentorship, they need some support, they need someone to be a good influence, someone to hold them accountable. And if you don't have anybody like that, and you feel like that they need somebody to help give them a little bit more structure, uh, please send them our way. Our program is virtually free, so we remove just about every barrier possible um, for kids to be connected to pool, and not just connected to pool, but connected to other juniors. Our three key words for our program is commit, connect, and win. So that's what we do. We love what we do. It's really easy to find us. You can just follow us at Level Up Junior Billiards. We'll be having some more information coming out here in the next few weeks concerning a major update to our app and our abilities, what we have to offer. Very excited about that. So please, by all means, support the junior pool. I know it's cliche, it's the future of our game, but I mean, it's true. And so the work that we do right now is not something that we'll see, immediately. For some kids, it does feel like it's like overnight sensation type stuff, but for the vast majority, it's like planting a garden. And so we want to help that process, and we feel like we have the tools to do that. And no disrespect at all to any of the teachers who are out there teaching the game right now. I like to call our program like salt and pepper. Um, you know, you got a wonderful Thanksgiving meal sitting in front of you, and you throw a little salt and pepper on it, and it makes it even better. Awesome. Great. It was awesome. So looks like we're going to get Hayden and Austin back up here shortly. So what a what a great match. What a great match. So anyway, I'm going to sign off just for a few minutes, give it a break. I need to go take a break here real quick. We'll see who they put back on this table. If it's uh, maybe another good one, I'll come back over here. But I want to go visit some of the other kids that have been playing and in our program. We'll go support them as well. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Stay tuned. Hang in there. If you don't or haven't already, please subscribe. It's not my YouTube channel. I'm doing this in a selfless way. Uh, subscribe to TV Mike, Billiardnet. Um, he has a lot to offer. He's definitely a flavor of pool, and he's helping to support junior pool. And my motto has always been, if you support junior pool, then we can be on the same team. So do that for me, please, and appreciate it. Again, this is Chris Curtis with Level Up Junior Billiards, and hopefully be back here shortly. All right, enjoy the show. Man, what a spectacular 2 shots. Okay.
Oh.
Ready? We're going to introduce the new mag cube. This is a magnetic part. Goes into your quick threads for where your either your bumper is or your weight. Stays in the cube. Has a little rubber bumper on the end. We pull it off, and it's like, honey, I need my extension. Honey, are you paying attention? Thank you. I got my extension.
Oh my God. Knucklehead. Where's that? JOBs?
That's what.
Was that just playing for me, or was that actually on our?
All right, guys, here's a new promo of the Let's Get Streaming TV LGS application. Here's all your sections. I'm only going to show you brief tidbits of the sections. You get local channels. You get all your basic and extended channels. You get extra networks. You get Canadian channels. You get UK networks. You get all your premium movie channels. You get kids channels. You get all your wrestling, boxing, UFC pay-per-views. You get all your football, all your baseball, NBA, NHL, ESPN, you name it, racing. All these sections, you get music. You also get a full feature VOD, which I can't really show you in this. But why get a box when you can actually get the service that the box is run on? You can run this on a mobile, you can run this on an iPad, a tablet, a computer, your Fire Stick, an Android box, whatever you want. Hit me up, it's TV Mike. Let's get streaming.
Whatever you want to do, man. We're creeping up on 6 o'clock. How do you feel about one pack?
Catch this one.
How many you got at the top? Final 4? 8. Final 8. Okay, that's good.
We're not there yet, but
Yeah.
we're good. He's going a little straight.
Okay.
He is the. They're right. Austin, be able to straight. Okay. Go down.
She asked me to put in a request. Sweet. She said. Brothers. Stay faster. I passed it on.
Table.
Tell it one.
A lot of matches. So I have a couple of people that have already asked me about, for travel purposes, about when we're going to start the one hog. Do you have any idea on that? Like I don't want to be here like too late. I've been telling everybody like 8-ish.
Right. Don't want to be too late.
But I really don't want to go like in.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a long day for you.
Starting. So many guys left. One was going to get started.
Yeah. Well, he should be here pretty soon, so hopefully he can take a look at it and give us an idea. All good? I think you're doing a great job. I mean, I think it's as fast as it go. I mean, I watched some of these. The death traps. Seven, six.
Fine, correct.
She's getting very sleepy.
Are you? Walk to the bathroom with me. Just. Yes. I don't know. Bless your heart. All right, we'll be back.
just went so. Make that fall. So. Washington. Small part Hayden Ernest, Payne 2. Austin Matlock, Payne Mcbride, Payne 5.
Let me see that micro number finish with it. You got that? Yeah, I know. That's why I'm doing something.
If everyone continue, please, if you're interested in going to Breaking One ticket, if you already have something facility, we can probably do the Breaking One. Let's say the next hour. So you're gonna have to Breaking One tickets for 1 through 5. There's 20. Trustee Village, there's the chicken 7 cents. Alright, $100 Breaking One comes about. We can do the breaking. Say what's 15. Austin Matlock, take a back, please. Austin Matlock, take a back. You see the blue Q-tech extension. We have a junior that just placed one, that blue Q-tech extension. Probably heard of the extension. Seal trees, bring it up here to build the turn cells. Thank you.
So what do I got in here?
Well, if you don't do it, they'll be here all week, but they put a mile on something about 30%. Okay. And they don't care if it's white or red. Okay.
I have.
Thank you.
Right at the bottom.
Right up there.
Yeah, right.
They're out. Okay. What's up, buddy? He was up on me. Disgusting. Yeah. Play John is name. Yeah, when your husband's playing. Oh.
Hey, you're on. Huh? Sure. I'm up right there. Johnny's, we're up. What? Thought I recognized that voice over there.
You can get rid of paint or paint. We've been playing Just get very clean, just eat.
All their plans. I heard. Perfect. Sure. Yeah.
Your research. You would wait for the time. You can work around. Yeah. Four. Some more people coming in. Yeah, let me see. Good girls. What is no. Oh. What you got? Mike.
I guess once you got your butt in there, you're gonna have to break this in half again, huh?
Okay.
That's one of them ultimate pecan turtles.
Oh, I'd love it. I'm gonna lose these on.
And this is for y'all's commentating, right? Raw hand and then they come. I always try to take care of that too. I don't want to touch it. I'm just gonna break it in two. I gotta get rid of this weight, man. It's that. There's like your second half. Take that other half right there. Kind of wiggle and break it off, right?
I'll have it this with us.
Look at that. You seen caramel, yeah? Had $25 a gallon for the first baby. It's cream butter and molasses there. No molasses there, but I'm gonna say cream butter. That's the shit. You see why Drumback, Dalton, Moore, Mika used to eat the shit out of them too. All of them did. That's the regular pecan turtle. And then what you call take ultimate turtles. Now they come in milk, dark, or white chocolate. Chicago, they don't dip them in chocolate. They wrap them in put tax paper like this, and they call them Pixies and Dixons.
Huh.
They hate it when at the store when I tell them. Oh yeah.
That's pretty good stuff.
Do you do bourbon, sir?
What's that?
You do bourbon? Well, you gotta ask today.
Right.
This has honey proof bourbon and pecan. Okay.
He was.
Full of stand, Blake Johnson, table 3.
Just take a smell of that before you eat it.
Well, you did call it.
That's bourbon. It's honey proof. Okay.
Sorry, man. I'm ready.
No. Yeah, his mom told him the same thing.
It might have been like that.
I told him it's just a potato, Chris. Bourbon turtle.
Does who's getting ready to play on this table? Johnny Amish from it.
This is the Louisville piece been made since 1850. Okay, D and all of these. When they're wet, we roll them. And the best caramel apples you ever had. Thanksgiving, we make about 400. One Dennis caramel apples, a plain one, a Dutch cinnamon apple, peanuts, pecan. Yeah, but they're not candied apples like an old red little shit at the grocery store, Walmart, Kroger. They're not that. They're caramel apples with the same caramel that's on here. And yes, this B on here is for my last name, Butthole. No, Bennett. Now, it ain't for bourbon balls. It's for bourbon barrels. Okay. Where's that wrapper at? So you can have this later, okay? It's only one, so I don't know if you can be a part of that, but that's bourbon. Okay. Okay. And this is the Majestica here. We chocolate dip these too. So it ain't Mike Piazza's uncle, and also Piazza Frank. We want to start selling these everywhere. Y'all can't handle it, but man, that man's national. Mike Piazza, remember the catcher? How about the Dodger? Yeah, but when he somewhere else before that, Mike Piazza. I think he's not the amount of me, but he's somewhere else. I thought. Ring a bell. So it's okay to say it on podcast, you know. Said I met the candy man at the Cradle Yard, and his family's been in business for 105 years. You won't believe that. They do it all the time. Here's what. Richard. So Frank and Cooper's daddy, our grandpa, he just got $80.
Oh, yeah.
It's so well. See, all my life I've always sold it there, everywhere. I feel bad when I don't bring it in. Because right now, Phil's waiting anything. Got 2 freezer back then and 10 people. Oh, lift that over my head. He's telling you. No, they're freezer packs. That's what I'm saying. I have the bag here.
Okay.
I'll get some trim, but I don't want everybody
To
stuck.
keep everything cold. Yeah.
He likes. Oh.
Sit on this side. That's all.
Whenever you get there, it's crazy.
Good thing is, it's in the back. Center.
You? For health reasons?
I've got a rod. Great street.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Like give me. So.
I don't think so. Put it in the Bible.
He told me with the seven.
I pray big in the sun. It was. It's all.
Come on. That's no sir. Right back. I've never done the whole round. I've never sketched.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would love to be able to schedule everything. A little bit bigger. Really, to sit down with me and say, but that gets into a lot of empty field that you could have been doing something.
Yeah.
And they're, we're 1/3 and they're doing. Next match is 2.
Yeah.
We have the table now. I think the B side is some of the guys that are down there now. Run somebody over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What you could do is to get all the low players out because those guys just bang.
Still on these. So that's
Yeah.
scrubs. That's what I seen on your things. From the one match I see.
Yeah. Case said he played tonight.
I don't remember who played her there, but he come back. He was down 0-0. He come back.
Did he really? Wow. Is that you win that vote? No. Three. It's 3-0. Shoot, man. Am I up again like right now? You can take a little break, but you'll be playing Rise here in just a few minutes. Okay.
And match took 4 hours, 13 minutes.
Yeah, probably more after that. That'll go free.
Spencer, you're about up. You need to take a Oh. All right. Well, why don't you guys you guys can go ahead, team. You guys can go ahead. Well, I started this one. Started Spencer and Sam. I think this one's called right. Grant and Bryce. Peyton or Bryce are straight. Grant's been to this table. Look, it is what it is. Oh. Oh.
Are you on? Are you even playing up here?
Oh, yeah.
My bad. Thanks. Yeah, that was. You said grants, yeah. So maybe
And then Grant Rogers goes. No.
Where's that on?
Last call on the break and run. We're going to run it at 7:15.
When a ticket come and see Billy, please. Okay. This would get you five. We'll get off money or ones are low. No. Yeah, it's good. Sorry. Three balls. Oh. Ball right back. Oh. Oh.
Be airborne. You had a straight line on it until it left the earth. Hey, Pete. What's his Pete?
I'm sitting here looking all over.
Oh yeah, figure it out.
How are you?
That's right. Sure.
All right, we're gonna go, as here is the break and run ticket here with the top. Just break and run ticket. Yes. Oh, hold on a second. I got 5. Awesome. Give me 5 real quick. Joey runs 5.
Sorry, I've been watching that match. I meant to get over to you. Sorry.
It's all good.
You got it back twice. I think I get the answer.
So, yeah, so go ahead and take kind of kiss, sing.
really so good. So that's really, really good. It's a that's what that is not for it's a what have you got? It's more about the kids like I don't the kids schedule. It is for the 2 hours. Thanks. I think that's like a crazy big concern because all the kids. It works. For sure. Okay, let's do that.
Hey, guys, I've got a table too. So that's great. All right, you're gonna draw for the break and run. Everybody get their break and run tickets out here. D said he went to 20% too.
I'll run the last couple balls off.
Yeah.
They don't want that. I was on 8. I can't see. So Taylor.
Okay, looks like Taylor. 461. 461. All right, we're gonna do it over here on the streaming table on table 12. Yes. Awesome. All right. Let's get the a jersey. That would. He does. We got you. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do it right here. Okay. Put you on the TV tag. Okay. Having a heck of a week so far, ain't
For 5. Right after mine. Oh. Well, I think that's drawing lines.
He said you got
This one just so. Yeah. No, they're playing that. Oh, I don't know. Okay, it is over here. $50 a ball, $500 ball.
We're gonna do a 10-ball break and run right here. $500 break and run, $50 a ball, and the money's sponsored. So we're gonna do it every night until the last night, and then we will figure out what to do with it then. So the money collected for the tickets will go back into next year's, and then they'll do a little bit of sponsored money for it too. So Taylor got selected to do it. Taylor Brown. So he gets ball in hand right here. $10 a ball after the ball in hand. Four nine's a little fine. Whoever he gets, he gets. Don't lose out. He gets $10 a ball from here, no matter when he quits. Then we're going to reset the stream after this. We'll get you a match coming up. You hit that pretty good. Clarity in the bank. I'll let you watch this. I'll get Mike over here to reset the stream.
Get molested.